Hello everyone, this is Venu. So I'm a freelance technical trainer. Generally, tree is the hierarchical data structure and it's consisting of some nodes. And tree can have any number of nodes, and one root can have any number of childs also. But coming to the binary tree, some restrictions are there. What are those restrictions here? Okay, if a tree will become binary tree means each and every node has at most two children, at most two children. That is the special case of a binary tree. Let us see first what is binary tree. The binary tree is a hierarchical data structure. First, sure, why it is hierarchical data structure? If you see the linked list it is also a data structure. Double linked list it is also a data structure. Stack and queue also a data structure. Where what we observe in the case of linked list stack here, okay, we observe here the elements are inserted into the stack and inserted into the queue, like a linked list, double linked list are sequential order here. Sequential order means linear representation. It takes place here. So we are inserting linearly inside those data structures. But in the case of binary tree means okay, the binary tree it appears like a hierarchical manner. It's appear like a hierarchical representation. So hierarchical means it is also having some set of nodes. Linked list, double linked list, stack, everything. If you see here, that is nothing but set of nodes. But the special case in the case of in the case of binary tree is it is the first hierarchical data structure, and after then if you observe if you observe here each node of a binary tree, it has at most two children. It has at most two children. Sir, what is at most? Generally at most two means what? That is the maximum. Two is the maximum. The two is the maximum, and less than two, that means what? Less than two means what? Okay, it is having zero. Okay, it is having zero children, or one or two children here. Okay, two children. Okay, and at least, generally at least means that is the minimum. Minimum is two and more than two. At least means at least two means what? Minimum two, more than two. But at most means what? Maximum is two and less than two. So that is why. So if you see any node of a binary tree, and each node it's consisting of at most two children. So at most means having the children's 0 1 or 2 only. And other than this here, if suppose any tree, if it is failed, if it is node having it's not follow this principle means it is not a binary tree. It's not a binary. Okay, now binary tree is the hierarchical data structure. Each node has at most two children. Okay, and those children's the children's it may be left child or right child. It may be left child or right child. Okay, so I'm giving example here. See, A is the node. It's consisting of two child, B and C. Okay, and B is the node. It's consisting of one child node. C is consisting of two child nodes. And observe here A node A. How many children it is having? It is one, and it is one. Now two. Node B. Observe node B. How many children it is having? One. Observe C. How many children it is having here? Two. And what about D? No children, zero. And what about E? No children, zero. F, zero. F will be also zero. That means what? The nodes, the children's either zero or one or two here. Okay, the node it must be satisfy these conditions. Then only the hierarchical it will become binary tree. So compulsory A tree is it should satisfy following the condition. It means what? The each node of tree it has at most two children. Then the tree will become binary tree. Okay. And one more observe. Sir, here I am representing this A. It is nothing but data. And left and right are two pointers here. Left and right are two pointers. Now see, if we represents a node of binary tree, hmm, what we require? What we require? Double linked list node is required. Double linked list node is required. Single linked list node means having data and pointer. Double linked list node means what? Having data and left and right pointer here also. So if you take any node of tree which is having left and right pointers, so that is why if you represent binary tree node, we should use we should use a node of linked list, double linked list. Okay. And after this, generally node can contain three components. Node can contain three components. Okay. First component is what? Data element. This is, and the second component is called pointer to left. Pointer to left. This is the pointer to left. And see again this entire thing here. It is one of the subtree also we can call. So that is why it is pointed to left subtree. It's your wish. It's generally it is the left pointer, and left pointer again it forms the one subtree. Okay, that is this. And what about next another element here, right pointer? And it is also form one subtree. Why? Because this is the root. Okay, this is the node and having left and right, and overall this will be the root. Okay. So finally, if you take a node of binary tree, it is having three components. One is left pointer, second one is right pointer, and third one is data element. The topmost node in the tree here. What is the topmost node? What is the topmost node? This is the topmost node. And this is called a root, which is called root here. Okay. And let us see some of the terminologies here. Some terminologies related to the binary tree. So the terminologies related to the binary tree is the first the first terminology is root here. So what is root? The topmost node in a tree is called root here. The topmost node in a tree. In the previous example, A is the root node. And parent. Every node in a tree connected by a direct edge from exactly one another end. See, so every node in a tree which is connected by a direct edge from exactly one other end. That means what here? I'm giving this example. This is my root node. Okay, and now B is having one edge. Okay, and this is the parent node for D. And C is okay. Use this here. E and F are derived from this C. So now C is the parent node. Is the parent node. And what about D here? There is no edge after this D, E, F. Next. What about child here? A node directly connected to another node when moving away from the root here. When moving away from the root. That is child here. See in this scenario, the node B is connected away from A. So now B is the child of A. Node C is connected away from A. Then C is the child of A. And node D is connected away from B. Then D is the child. Like E is connected to C. E is the child. Then F is the child node. Okay. And next leaf R. Okay, leaf node or external node. The node with 0 children. If you see the node which has no children, and those are called leaves. Those are called here leaves. What are the leaves here? This is leaf node which has no children. Can I call B? No, it is already children, so B is not. Can I call E? E is having no children. Can I call F? Yes, it is also having no children. So here D, E, F are D, E, F are called D, E, F are called here leaf nodes. Okay, and internal nodes. Node with at least one children. Node with at least one children. Those are called internal. Okay, this is yes, it is having at least one children, and already it is having two children. So these are internal nodes. Internal nodes. And next, depth of the node here. The number of edges from the root to the node is called depth here. So the number of edges from root to the node. See, in this case here, hmm, in this case, what is the depth of B? 1. Why? Number of edges 1. What is the depth of C? Root to this node is 1. And what is the depth of this D? Root to this here. How many depth here? Depth is 2. And it is also 2 here, 2 edges. So from root to that current node, how many number of edges it is pointing here? That is called depth. Okay. And next, what is height of the binary tree? Height of the binary tree is the longest path from root node to any leaf node in the tree. Okay, and if you observe here, if there any longest path, actually we have several paths from root to leaf. Out of them, which is the maximum path? Which is the longest path? The leaf is having, the leaf node is having, and that complete path will represent here height of the binary tree. Let us see the example. Excuse me. So height of the binary tree. Now I want to give an example. See, so first, what is the longest path? What is the longest path? If the longest path, height of a node is the number of edges on the longest path from node A to some node leaf to node from node to here. Here we are saying that it is the height of the node. It's not a height of a tree. We are not talking about height of a tree here. Here we are talking about height of node. Let us see first the differences of these two here. The depth of a node is the number of edges from node to the tree's node. So here compulsory node depth will be okay. Compare from root. Compare from root node here. See, if you take this node here, if you take this node here, so number of edges, the number of edges are 1. So that is why its depth is 1, and it is also depth is also 1. And what about this node here? Number of edges 2. So that is why depth, and it is also depth 2, and it is depth 2, and this is here depth 3, depth 3. Okay. And next, the height of node is the number of edges on the longest path from node to a leaf. Okay, so carefully here. So suppose what is the height of this node here? What is the height of this node? The height of this node is the number of edges on the longest path from node to leaf here. It is, we are finding, if we are finding height means what? It is respected to the leaf. Depth means what? It respect to the node. This is the important observation. So now, what is the height of this node here? What is the height of this node here? Number of edges to the leaf is 1. And what is the height of this node 2 here? Number of edges 1 and 2. Okay, it is respected to the leaf. So 1, 2. And what about height of root here? Height of root is 1, 2, 3 here. So what is the height here? It will be 3. And what is the height of this here? For the leaf here, it will be 2. Okay, for this leaf node here. Okay, so height is with respect to the leaf here, height is with and depth is with respect to the root. This is the important observation. Okay, so because of that here, see, for a root, okay, for root here the depth is 0 but height is 3. For child here, for child depth is 3, whose height is 0 here, whose height is 0. So this is the important point here. So if we are comparing height means what? From that node to leaf to where? See, this is here, this is your current node. Tell me, is there any other leaf nodes are there? This is the leaf node. So that is why height, it's not compare. Okay, there is no edge. There is no edge from this node to other one here. This is the leaf node. So that is why it is the leaf node means height will be what? 0. So if we find height of the node means what? We have to compare the node with its leaf. Depth means what? Comparing from the root. Comparing from the root. Okay, and this is the important of the difference. Most of them they are confused with this height and depth concept here. See, okay, after completion of that, let us see. I want to give some example how to find the height of the binary tree. See, my I am giving example here. Oops. This is my suppose I am giving this a tree here. I am giving the tree. So in this tree, see, find the longest path. Find the longest path from root to leaf node here. It is 1, 2, and 3, 4 here. So how many edges we are having? 4. So that is why this height will be 4. Okay. And what about this in this case here? The 5. And what is the leaf? 2 or 1 here? Here edges 2. Here it is also edges. So 2 into 2 same here. So which is the maximum here? Longest path. So that is why in this case 2. And what about this case? And what about this in this case here? This is root. Where is your leaf? The longest. Okay, this is also leaf here, but this is leaf here. But what is the longest? Longest is, so that is why it is 1, it is 2, and it is 3. So the number of the longest path from root node to the leaf is called here height of the tree. What is the height of this tree here? 3. Height of the tree is 3. Okay. And we have some formula is also there. If there are n number of nodes in a binary tree, if suppose we have the tree is consisting of n number of nodes, the maximum height of the binary tree is n minus 1. N minus 1. Okay, so and the minimum height is floor of log base 2n. Okay, the floor is nothing but here floor means what? It will give the least it will give the nearest integer, and that value should be less than the given input here. So floor division here, floor of log base n2. Let us see, indirectly the value, the height is it lies between log 2 base n and n minus 1. Let us verify this principle is correct or not. See, if I'm having here how many nodes this tree is consisting of here? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, number of nodes are 5. If number of nodes are 5 here, so in this scenario, if number of nodes are 5 means what is the maximum height? 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 means 4. Okay, maximum. And what is the minimum? Minimum is log n base 2. Hmm, okay, log 2. N value will be how much here? 5. It's okay, it is around here log 2. It is something here 2 power something like this here, 2 power square 2.25 something we are assuming. So floor of 2.25 means what? Approximately 2 here. So that is why, so height maybe lies between here, height should be lies between 2 and 4 here. So that is why, what is the height of this here? 2, correct. And what about in this case here? In this case, how many nodes? 1 2 3 4 5. So in this case 5 nodes. So 5 node means what? In this case 5 means what? 5 minus 1 means 4. Yes, it is correct. Now this formula is correct for both the two cases. And what about this? What about this case here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 8. So totally 8 means what? So in this case here, totally 8 means what? Log 2, 8, yeah, log 8 base 2. Log 8 base 2 is indirectly log 2 and 2 power 3. It's 2 power 3. Indirectly it will be 3 log 2 base 2. Log 2 base 2 value will be 1. So now 3. The minimum height is 3. Minimum height is 3, sir. Yes. What is the maximum height? 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 means 7 here. So that means what? This is lies between 3 and 7. See, I'm getting already 3. Yes, correct. So that is why. So this formula is correct here. So if based on the number of nodes, we can also find the height of the tree also. Otherwise, if we have any confusion with that, just find the number of edges from root to leaf here. Longest path from root to leaf node. That's all. Okay. Now this is also over. It is also over. Here onwards here. Sir, already we discussed here. The binary tree node represents what here? It is the double linked list node representation. So how we use that node, how we represent that node here. So how we represent that node means what? With the help of user defined data type structure, we can create the we can create the a node. So for that one, I'm taking here the node with the help of here user defined data type structure node, and having data, and having left pointer, and having right pointer. This left and right pointer of this left and right pointers of the node type. That is why I'm taking here struct node star. Here also it is struct node star. And already you know here this is the node representation. It's consisting of data and preview and next. Okay, it is left and right here. Okay, it is left and it is right. Observe in this case here, if suppose actually the 5 is this, the 5 is it is 5, and it is left pointer and it is right pointer, and this left pointer is connected to, this left pointer is connected to 3, and this right pointer is connected to some 9 data. Okay, and again this left and again this will become subtree here. So now it is connected to one node, and it is also connected to another node. Okay, and 3 is connected to 1, and this left hand there is after this no children, so that is why these are null, and it is also null, and this value will be 4. And now 9 is having only one child. Okay, that is 6, and both the two are here null value. Is these are the leaf nodes. And what about it is having only one child, and what about the right side here? It is pointing to null. That's all. It is pointing to null. So by this way, we can represent a binary tree and binary node. Binary tree. Okay. Now after this, so coming to the traversals. Okay, coming to the tree traversals here. So actually, what is the meaning of traversing here? If you see, the traversing means it is visiting or touching the elements of the structure here, touching the elements of the data structures. So we are visit or we are touch the elements of the structure. Okay, why? What is the need of traversing means what? Okay, after visiting that element, after visiting that elements of the structure, so we can do implement some operations on that element here. That is the secondary. But actually what is mean by traversing means we are visiting or touching the elements of the structure. Okay, and sometimes we can also call traversing means we are doing okay, we are iterating, we are doing some implementations on the elements of the data structure. So that is why iterating is done. So it's nothing but traversing means we are doing some iterations, iterating over the data structure, iterating over the data structure also. Okay, so already we observed in the case of linked list, double linked list, stack queue, we traverse a tree. Traversing the tree means what? We have to visit each and every element of the data structure. So for that one purpose, we are using this word here, traversing. Okay. And basically, how many types of tree traverse mechanisms are there here? There are three types are there. One is pre-order traversal. And second one is in-order. First one is pre-order, and second one is in-order traversal, and third one is post-order. Sir, what is the difference between this pre and in and post-order traversal here? Let us see. If suppose, let us see, we are having a suppose I want to give one simple example here. So I'm having here plus C is a one root I'm assuming, and it is having two child here. It is having two child here. Okay, it is having two childs A and B. The left child of plus is A and right child will be this. So now what is mean by pre-order, sir? If we represent here, this is root. This is my root, and this is left child. It is left child, and it is right child here. Right child. If you represent a traversal in the form of, if you represent a traverse in the form of first root, after then left child, next right child here. So pre means what? Pre-order means first root plus next left child A and right child B here. And this representation is called pre-order traversals. Pre-order. So first root will come, after then left and right child. Okay, that is pre-order. And what about in order? In order traverse means the first left child, second root, and third right child here. Third right child. It's left means what? A. Root means what? Plus. Right child is some B. That's all. And this is in order. And what is post order? Post order means the form is like this. First left child, second right child, and third is root. Third is root. Left child, right child, root. Left child means what? A. Right child is B. Root is plus. Root is plus. Okay. Root is plus. And this representation is called here post order traversals. Let us see the definition of all the things. So during this pre-order travels, what we have to do here? First, traverse the route first. Okay, we are visiting the route first. Then traverse into the left subtree. After then, suppose we are immediately traverse into the left child, but again the child will become the tree here. The child will become it's a left subtree. So next, and also if next to right child, it is also right subtree. Then if the pre-order is this first root, next to left child and right child, and this procedure will apply to each subtree of the tree recursively. Okay, and suppose instead of a child, if you get suppose any other node, parent node you are having, then again we have to implement this logic for the same subtree. That means what? We are doing recursive. We are doing some recursive implementation. Similarly, in the case of in order also. In order means what? Left subtree, left subtree first. We are visiting the left subtree, and then visit the root, and next to visit the right subtree. Okay. And now in this scenario, same thing. If we found the left subtree and right subtree are again trees, then we can do the same recursive implementation. So the processor will be applied to each subtree of the tree recursively. And what about post order? Post order means first left subtree, next right subtree, and root. Okay, so this is about a tree traversals, binary tree traversals. Now, after understanding the definition of this binary tree travels, I want to give here. So basically, the traversals are divided into two types: depth first traversals and breadth first traversals. breadth first breadth first traversals are also called level order travels here. It's totally based on the levels here. This is the zeroth level, next to first level, and third level. Okay, now it is 1 2 3 4 5. Its level is like 1 2 3 4 5. And what about depth first traversals here? In this case, again we have same thing: in order, pre-order, post order. Left root right, root left right, left right root. Already we have discussed about this, but I want to implement the code of this. I want to implement the code of this. If I'm giving the input, I'm giving input this input. If I'm giving this binary tree as input, I want to get the in order output as this here: 4 2 5 1 3, and next 1 2 4 5 3, and 4 5 2 3 1. Okay, so next year onwards, we are starting our coding related with the binary tree concept. So first of all, you need to understand the basic terminology related to the trees, and after then we can do the more and more programs on the binary tree traversings. Not only binary tree concepts. Binary tree concepts. Mm. Okay, so now let us implement the code of this here. My intention is that I want to, oh, I'm giving this tree as my input. I'm giving this tree as my input. Based on this tree, we have to generate the in order output is this, and pre-order 1 2 4 5 3, and post order is this. Already you know, in order means what? Root is lies between the left and right. Pre-order means root is first, left and right after. Post means left right after the root here. Okay, and based on that, observe carefully here. See, the first time showing the uh, uh, here I'm in first of all I'm showing here the output here based on this picture. After then we can implement the code. So now, in order, if suppose we are discussing about the in order, now this is my root. First I am visiting the root here, but in order means what? It is having a left. First should be left, so that is why again it will visit the left one. It will visit the child of this. It visit the left side of this root. But again, this is what? It is a subtree. Again, if it is subtree means what? We can do this procedure same thing. Again we have to visit what? Left root. Okay, again we have to visit the left side. What is left? 4. So that is why first 4 will come immediately. Left root. After 4, next visit here root. What is root? 2. Yes, 2 will come. Next right. What is the right of this left subtree? 5. So 5 will come. Okay. Now this is finished. Now left part is over. After then immediately root. What is root? 1. Now 1 is. Next again visit right. We are visiting right. What is the right here? 3. So that is why you will getting 4 2 5 1 3. Hmm? In the case of in order. In the case of in order. And what about for the case of pre-order? Pre means what? First root. Pre means what? First root here. First root means what? Again, we are visiting the root. Okay, here first root. So that is why first root here. So if it is first root means 1 will come. Next left. Left means left. Left is the subtree. Again left is the subtree. So left is subtree means what? We can apply this mechanism recursively. So for the 2. For the 2 means what? Again 2 is the root. So 2 is root means 2 will come. Next left 4. 4 will come. Next right 5 will come. So already up to this is everything is over. Root left is over. Then what is the right? 3. So that is why finally 3. And next, coming to the last one. Post order means what? Left to right route. First visit the route I'm visiting the route, but it is what? Left to right route. So left. And what is the left of? Again, it is subtree. So what is the left of this? 4. So now 4 will come. Again, after left, right is required. What is the right? 5. 5 will come. And route. Left to right is over. Route is what? 2. 2 is this left subtree is over. Next to right. What is right? 3. Now 3 will come. Next to root. Root means 1. Now 1. That's all. Okay. So by this way, hmm, we can analysis based on the picture here. I am analysis. I am getting this. This is we are analyzing visually here. But thing I want to give this input and I want to get the output here. Like we can implement this code. We will implement the code. So how we implement this code here? To implement that code, the same processor we have to use. The same processor we have to use. What is the processor here? Okay. First in order means what? Travel the left subtree. If you are traveling the left subtree means call the function here. Why inside the in order you can call same. Why it is a recursive approach here. Now visit the root. Again visit the right subtree. Again call right subtree. So like that, if it is pre-order, visit the root. Okay, traverse the left subtree. Again, if you find left subtree, call the same processor. Like traverse the right. Okay, call the right subtree. So coming to the post order, if you are traverse the left subtree means what? Again, call the post order processor. Right subtree. Right subtree means what? Call the post order right subtree. And finally, visit the root here. These are the algorithm. It is about here algorithm. And we will see the implementation. And let us see the implementation of this. Now I want to implement. My intention is that I want to give this input. I want to get the output of this. So for that one. So the first thing, what is the first thing we have to do here? I'm taking some header file in the main return 0. I'm taking. So next here. So I want to use here. My intention is I want to use some stdlib.h header file here. Why? We are allocating memory dynamically. So that is why I'm using here stdlib.h. Okay. Next, how to create the node? By using structure, create the node. A node consisting of data, left node, left pointer here, and also having a right pointer. And after this, I'm closing this. Okay. Now my intention is that, so I want to create a function. I want to create a function, and its a return type is node. Its return type is node. So my function is this node. Return type is return type is it's a pointer of the node type. Name of the function I'm taking here some new node, and it is having your argument, and this argument is also some pointer type. So now here I'm creating. So my intention is that I have to, okay, here, so I have to pass, otherwise okay, first of all this is for creating the node. Let us see inside the main what I'm doing here. First I am creating the root nodes. I want to create the root node, struct node. star root. Hmm. And my root is, if I'm calling a root will be equal to, my intention is that its return type is what? It return type is node pointer, and I'm calling the function here new node. I'm calling the function new node, and I'm passing so what is my first element? I'm passing this one here. I have to pass this one as a element of root node here. So what happened here? We are creating a root. We are creating a pointer of root here, and I'm calling this function here new node of one. So when we calling this function means this is the element. It is the data. So it is the data. So that is why I'm taking it is some item, some integer item I'm taking. And return type is what? The return type is node pointer. That's why I'm taking this. So I want to return that node. And now here what we have to do here? We have to allocate some memory. We have to allocate the memory. So for that reason, so I'm taking a pointer which is of the type of a node. Now if we want to allocate the memory means use here struct node pointer. What is the function malloc and malloc and malloc is having we need to provide the size here, size of a struct node I'm taking. So now by this way we are allocating, and after giving this here, what is my intention here? I want to assign this data. This now, if I'm calling this function means what? One is placed in the place of item. This is the data here. Now I have to insert this data into the space, whatever we are allocating. So that is why PTR tends to some data equal to your item. Okay. And after then, I'm assigning the left and right pointers. Immediately I'm assigning null to this. I'm assigning null. Similarly, here also I'm assigning some null. Then I'm closing this. Okay. Now after completion of this, what we have to do here? So after completion of this, we have to return this pointer. Okay, return this pointer to where here your function, where your it is written to where your root. So that is why return PTR I'm writing. Why? We are returning that value also here. We are returning this only here. PTR is what? It is a pointer of node type. And what is the return type of this function? It is the address. So that is why I'm passing address. So actually, what is the main intention of this? Actually, it is not required. So in this case, what I am doing here? See, when I'm creating, if I'm creating a pointer, now I am calling this function. I'm calling one function means, yeah, yeah, this is my node. Node is having three elements. Now I'm inserting one. So now with this here, if I'm calling one means what? First it is allocate the space, and one is in the place of item. So now it is one, and the left and right are null here. This will become null. That's okay. Next, what is the next thing we have to do? We have to assign. We have to take one more node. Okay, I have to pause this two, and which is the left side of, which is the left element of a root here. It is the left child of a root. So that is why what I am doing here, I can take a root dot next. I can assign here root dot left, which is equal to new node of new node of. Again, I have what is the value I'm passing here? 2 here. So why? I have to pass this input. We have to pass this input to the Okay, these orders here, this mechanism. So that is why first we have to pause. So first I am creating one is my root and having no left, no right side. And after then, if I am calling this, if I am calling this root right left means what? In the place of left, this node is added. That means what? How the representation is look like here. First, we have one. Next, this is the left side. Now this is pointing to the, which is pointing to the this function. New node of 2 means it is 2, and it is left and right are null. Okay. And similarly, what we have to do? We have to pause here. We have to give this 3. What is 3 here? Root dot right. So that is why again I am calling here root dot right. Root dot right equal to new node of, what is its value here? Its value is 3. So when I am calling this, if I am calling this 3 means, if I am calling this 3 means, so we have data is this, and the left is pointing to here, and now immediately right is pointing to this, and these two are null. It is null and it is null. Okay. And next, what about the remaining cases here? To represent this means what it is? Root dot left. Root dot left left. So that is why the root dot left left is new node. Okay. What is the value here? 4. So why I am assigning here? Why I am assigning? It's nothing but root dot left is nothing but its address. At the address I am storing first initially I am storing some element, and left and right are null. And after then, after assigning this means what? The exactly the pointer, exactly the address, whatever the input here, we need to form that input here, like so a binary tree representation. So that is why we have to assign the new function call to the new function call to the node. Okay. And similarly, what next? Root left is over, and root left right is the file. So that is why root left and right is right, and it is a new node. It is new node of file. It is new node of file. So like this, we can pass our input here. We can pass. So by this way, for every time, So finally, you will get here. You will get if you are calling that function first new node of 1 means you will get the structure like this. Initially it is 1 having null. Okay. If I am calling 2 means what? Now the left child of this. Now it is replaced with this address here. Okay. And it will be 2. And left and right are null. And the right, it will be 3. Now left and right null. And right is pointing to this. And after then 4 means what? Again this left is which is pointing to another node like 4, and whose left and right are null. And right pointer which is pointing to 5, left null. And here, this 3 it's not having any childs here. So finally you will get here after calling the new node function, your input like this here. Your input is like this. Okay. Now what next? Here onwards we have to implement the logic here. What is our logic here? I have to produce the output of this in order. Okay, I want to get suppose first in order. In order means I want to write I want to take a function here in order. Name of the function is in order. I'm passing first root. I'm passing root. Okay. And after this, after this here, I have to print here some information. Why? After calling this only, you will get some information. So that is why the binary in order, the binary in order, binary tree in order, some tree traversals is this. So now I am calling this in order. Name of the function is in order, and it's not having any return type and passing the root. Okay. And let's see where we have to write the definition. Okay, here onwards I am writing all the definition above the main section. So that is why void in order. So what is expect here? It is expect one argument. What is the argument here? It's pointer type. So that is why I'm taking some structure node. So I'm taking some pointer here like a TMP I'm taking. Okay. Now what we have to do in order means what? In order means what? First left. So that is why. So if left means what? If suppose if this if suppose here your temp, if suppose temp value is it equal to null. Okay, if we are passing suppose null, it's not perform anything here, it's just immediately hmm, transfer the control, immediately transfer the control to the area. So it's not showing anything. Otherwise if temp is not equal to null means what we have to do here, what we have to do, we have to again we have to do so first thing is what here we need, we need here left. We need left. Left means what? The temp dot left. Okay, we need what? Temp dot left. Otherwise again it is the tree here again here. If left one is the, if left one is only child here, you can get the data. But suppose left one is the left subtree means we have to call the same function here. So in order of and pass the argument this no dot left. Okay. So now if again what we found here, if suppose left side is this subtree, again we can do this implementation for the left subtree. So that is why I'm calling this. Okay. And after this what is I require here, what is I require? Root. Root means what? So already I'm passing this root. Now root is available in the temp. So that is why if it is root, directly we can print it. Printf percentage d some space comma temp tends to some data I'm taking. Okay. Otherwise, and after here first it is left and next root is over, and after then after left root what is next? What is next here? It will be, it will be right. So again if right will be any subtree, then you can call the same function in order of, in order of and pass your right side. Huh? Why? Because again it will be, if again if it is farm, again if it is farms a right subtree, then we can do this, implement this approach in recursive manner, in recursive manner. So that is why I am taking here, I am passing these two here. I'm passing these two. So now after completion of this here, so here we are printing first if we are verifying which is not equal to null, which is equal to null means what? Just transfer the control to the function only, it's not printing anything. If suppose the temp is not okay, it is not equal to null means the temp not equal to null means okay, we can pass the control. Okay, we can pass the control. Let us verify we are getting this correct or not. Okay, this is my in order. So how it will, you will get here first I'm pausing this, I'm pausing this, and this is my root, this is my root. In order means what? Immediately it will going to the left side. Why? Why your first left is required, but again it treat that this entire thing as what? It's a left subtree. So now it is going to the left side. So once if it is going to the left side, after this, after left side, it's not found any, it's not found any address here null, then it, then only it will print. Okay, then immediately after this what is the root for the left for the left for the left subtree here, this will be the true, now it will be printed true. Now coming to the right side here, so that is why I have to do here this. The first thing is if it is left subtree, I'm calling the same function, and next to print the data, and again call the same function. Let us verify first we are getting correct or not. Left dot right arrow I forgot. Any other mistakes? So the binary tree in order, binary tree in order travels is what are the value I'm getting here? First time 42513 correct. I'm getting in order. Okay. So now first 4 I'm getting. Yes. Next 2, 5, 1, 3 correct. So this is about here in order. Similarly, similarly, I want to provide. Similarly, I want to provide the pre and post order also. I want to provide the pre and post order. So if I want to provide this pre and post order, I can write same thing. The binary tree. The next one is what? Pre-order. Suppose I'm taking. Your requirement is what? Pre-order only. Now I am writing here. It is pre-order. Pre-order. Now we are calling. Now I am calling here pre-order. Pre-order of root. So now again in this scenario also I am passing the root. I am passing the root. So now implement the definition. Implement the definition of what here? Implement the definition of this pre-order. So what is pre-order? Pre-order is what here? First root, next left, right. So now in the case of pre-order, just I am taking return type void. The pre-order name of the function is order. And here we are passing root. We are passing root means what? The element should be pointer type. So that is why I'm taking structure node, structure node, some temp I am taking. Okay. Here also I can write if temp is it equal to some null. Temp is it equal to null, return the flow control here. Okay. Otherwise if it is not true, So that means what? If temp not equal to null. If temp not equal to null means what is the thing we have to do here? First root. Okay, first root. So first root means what? First print the data of the root here. So that is why space some I'm writing temp dot data. Second one. And the second one is what? Okay, pre-order. Next left. Left means what? Again, if left is again it is a subtree, then call the same function here recursively. Why? Here my function is pre-order is the function definition. Inside the function I am calling the same function. This nature is called recursive. Okay. Now pre-order, and next what is the element we have to pass here? We have to pass the left pointer, left pointer of the temp. Oh. Similarly, after this, if suppose we have to root left to right, so that is why again I'm taking right pointer. I'm taking right pointer. That's all. And this is about here pre-order. So pre-order means first root, second left and right. So if left is again subtree means call the same processor. Call the same processor. Let us verify. I'm getting 1 2 4 5 3. So 1 2 4 5 3 is correct. Pre-order is 1 2 4 5 3. And similarly take the next one. What next? In order, pre-order is over. Next post order. Take the post order. And it is also having here node type. So that is why I'm taking node. And pointer is also temporary. Same thing here. If temp is it equal to null, and pause the control Otherwise, post order means what? Left right root. Left to right root. If suppose your left is again left subtree means what? Call the same function. Post order of and pass post order passing left pointer here. So that is why left pointer is this. Similarly, right pointer. Right pointer means what? Temp dot right pointer. Temp dot right pointer. Okay. And after then root, left to right root. Root means what? Just print the data. Print a percentage d, some space, comma, temp, not data. That's all. Now closing this. This is function definition. But what about function call? Function call. It is binary tree post order, and it is name of the function is some post order. So let us verify. Oh, I'm getting everything correct. So this is the code we implemented here. Based on the given input, I can provide the different output here. 42513 this and 12453 correct, and 45231 45231. Okay, so this is the scenario. We can implement all the three traversals mechanism here: in order, pre-order, post-order. In order, pre-order, post-order. Okay. And now I want to explain once again the code. Once again the code. See, in this approach, in this approach, the first thing I'm taking this here. It is for creating the node. It is for creating the node. So by using user-defined data type, we are creating the node. The node is consisting of data and left and right. It's consisting of three elements: data, left pointer, and right pointer. Okay. And next, what is the need of this function here? New node. The new node means if suppose I am passing any element, if I am passing any element, if I am calling I want to pass an element one. I have to pass a root node here, and the root node value is something. So now in this scenario, this the value is available in the place of item, and its return type, and its return type is again the return type is the pointer node type. Just we are allocating the space. Yes, we are allocating the space, and after allocating the space here, insert this item into the space and make whose left and right pointers are null. And after implementing this here, we have to pass. You have to return that node to the call whatever wherever we are calling here at that place. We can pass that. So now for that reason, so I am taking here. This is the first space of the node, and I am passing some element one. After then, I am assigning left and right. So this is the okay. This is here is the data inside the node, and the name of the function is new node, and return type is node pointer. But where actually we call this new node here? Where actually we are called here in this place here? So first we have to call. We have to create a pointer of root and call the function new node of one. Then immediately it will take this element and assign the space and allocate left and right pointers as null, and the data is one. Okay, that is again written to root here. Okay. Next, similarly, now once if root is formed, once if it is root is formed, I want to call a new node of 2. New node of 2 means what? Again, we are passing 2. But where we have to assign this new node? This is new node. Suppose, okay, it is ready, new node to ready. But where we assign this to? The left of root to, left of root. What is the left? This. So now, at this place, I am assigning. Similarly, and next, if I am calling this new node of 3 here, if I'm calling this new node of 3, I have to assign where I have to assign here root dot right. Root having one right pointer, and at that side we can assign this 3. Okay. So like this, if you because of this function call, because of these function calls here, I can form my tree structure. We can form the tree representations. First, it is root node element, left side element, right side of root, left side of left, right side of left. Like that we can form this. Okay, this tree is formed, this complete tree is formed with the help of this function call, with the help of this function call. Okay, and after then, what is our aim? What is our aim? Our aim is to produce the all traversals mechanisms like in order, pre-order, post-order traverse. So that is why. So I want to get in order means just call the in order function and pass the root. Okay, once if you call this here inside the in order, this is the logic here. Logic. So already we discussed in the place of this here. In the case of in-order travels, first travel the left subtree and call in order. Call in order. So if it is suppose left, if we are traversing on left subtree means what? We should call same again in order. Again visit the root. What is the root? We need the data. We need the visit root means what? We want to get the element of the root. So next traverse the right subtree and call in order. So that is why same thing. Whatever the algorithm mm, we that tells here, based on that only I'm taking here. Okay, if it is null, we don't want to do anything here. But if again the left subtree is, it is a, again the left child is a left subtree means we can call the same function. And now visit the root, print the element of the root, and next traverse the right subtree. That's all. So now this represents what here? This represents the left, this represents the root, and this represents the right here. That's all. That is in order. And see, in the case of pre-order also, in the case of pre-order also, in the case of pre-order means what? This is root and this is left and it is right. That's it. And what about in the case of post order? It is left and it is right and it is root. That's it. Okay. So this is the tree traversals mechanisms of a binary tree. Now I want to give one assignment for you. And this is the assignment here. My input is this. Okay, my input is this, and I want to get only these only pre-orders, post-order, in-order travels. Okay, level order is not required. So I want get a pre-order, post-order, in-order from the given input, from the given input. And how we implement? How we implement? So tell me if any modifications. So can I implement? Can I implement this tree traversals with the previous code? With the previous code, can I implement? So I need answers from your side. So can I implement these okay, outputs, this expected output from the given code? Any answers? Any answers? I think no one is respond. So see, so for to achieving this here, this is my input. I want to get the output of the pre post in order like this. So for that for that so what I'm doing, sir, first I have to change my input here. First the input are here, observe, the root elements are, the root elements are characters. The root elements are here characters. Root elements are characters. Observe all these are. Okay. So now I'm replacing here. In the previous scenario, the root element is integer. Now in this scenario, I need it is, it's characters. We require characters. Require characters. How we implement? It's very simple. Let us see. So first of all, let us see In the case of a node, in the case of a here, creation of new node, in the case of creation of new node, what I am taking here, what I am passing here, I am passing integer item. So instead of passing this integer item, I have to pass the character. That's all. Okay, now what I need to do here, I am doing the modification. It is some char item. Okay, and the next. So if I want to print this, if I want to print this here, item is in the node data, and I want to print this character means I want to print this character. Where is okay? This is my character here, and we are assigned. And in all in order, pre-order, and post orders here. In all, observe carefully. In all in order, pre-order, post orders. So in the case of in order, we are printing the element temp dot data, but it is what percentage d I'm using. Actually, we are passing. We need to pass. We need to pass what here character item. So that is why if it is character item means what you have to display, you should display character. So that is why changes into percentage C. Just the modifications are here. The first modifications is the first modification in the new node, replace integer item with the character item. Okay. And in the in order, in the case of in order, and wherever you are printing the element, that is character type. So that is why changes percentage C. Changes percentage C. And similarly here also I want to change this percentage d with percentage c. And next to post order, the post order, it is also changed here, the percentage d with the percentage c. Percentage d with the percentage c. That's so changing percentage d with the percentage c. Okay, I am changing all integers with the character type and format specifier also. What next? But I want to form this here. I want to form. And how to form this here? In the here we need to, or I need to pass my input is this. I need to call this, pass this input here. My input is first root node A, and it is having a left child, two left child, and having one right child, two right child, like this. So for that reason, what I'm doing here, it's very simple here. Here, first I'm assigning root equal to. So I'm assigning root equal to, what is new node here? New node is my function call, and in this space we have to pass a character a. So first we are passing a character here. First we have to pass a. Okay. Next immediately I want to pass here. I want to pass the left child of root is b. The left child. Left child means root dot left is again new node of b empty. Like this. Left child is this. And what about right child? Right child is C. Immediately call root dot right is equal to new node of C. New node of C. Next, what is this D here? It is the root dot left. So that is why root dot left again left is it equal to new node of D. That's Okay, it is D, new node of D. And again, root node is A, B, the left side is over. And next, root child has right side C, and this right is having again left side. Root dot right and right dot left. Root dot right, again left, again left. So root dot right, again left is the root dot right, again left is E. That is why I'm writing here E. And next, after this here, root dot right is having F. Root dot right, again right is create the new node of F. After F, next G is required. Root dot right, and right dot left. Okay, first take here root dot right, next left. Hello, yes, I'm receiving. Okay, so root dot here. It is root dot right and right dot left, and again left dot right. Right. Again right, which will be equal to some new node of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, it is G, I think. Okay, so root dot right, and left, and after left, right. Right, correct. And like this, we can assign the remaining things. Root dot right, root dot right, and again right, again right, root dot right, and right. For the right, left is H. For the right, the left value is H. So again, root dot right. It is root dot right, and root dot right. So root dot right, right, again left. Yes, its left is new node of H I am taking. Similarly, I want to take the last one. What are the last ones are here? HI. Root dot right, right, and right, it is left, I think H. Left is H, then right is, okay. So here, root dot right, left is H, and right is this. So this is my input here. So now if I'm excluding this, I'm getting the output. I'm getting the output here. Let us verify I'm getting correct or not. Let us verify both the two are correct or not. So it is in order. Where is in order? In order is third. DBA EGCHFI. Right, correct. Next pre-order. The pre-order is what? ABD, ABDCE and HI, correct. And post order. This is post order. And post order is right. And the post order. What is post order? First, second one. So DBG EH IFCA, correct.